guys, so we're back again, and today we'll be talking about the concept of real estate and 5 important things you need to know. So we'll be touching a lot of topics in between to further explain things to you guys. So let me start from my understanding of real estate and how I can break it down for you. Now, real estate is not just about buying and selling of lands and properties and all those things in between. It's as good as those things are, but it's not the total concept of it. Agriculture is real estate. Yeah. And I'm saying that and I'll still say it again. Agriculture is real estate. Just randomly, owning a fuel station. Sometimes people may think that it's about the oil that they're selling and the petrol and stuff. No, it's not about any of those things. The land too is a catch. That is real estate. Owning a fuel station is real estate. Owning a store somewhere in town, yes, is real estate. Stuff like that. Owning a billboard is still real estate, because yes, you're mounting that thing as well as you're mounting that stuff for people who actually bought the lands and are using it for this purpose. They would understand that there is future value for the land than even the thing that they're actually advertising. Real estate is broad. So when you're thinking real estate, don't think small things. Don't think the ones that you're actually told to think about. Think about the bigger pictures, all of them. Everything that, see, there's a concept I really love, something about McDonald's. McDonald's started off as a food company and stuff. Of course, they cook and make those really crunchy chickens and stuff. As wonderful as that is, the idea behind McDonald's, like when the business started growing, it now became about real estate than the actual food they're selling, because the food exactly was not made to, it was not supposed to make a whole lot of profit. Yes, and I'm right. If you read up on them, you understand. Even the banks understand these concepts. So that's why a lot of times they actually own the land, they own the buildings. So they buy the buildings and they situate their banks in those regions and stuff, and it makes them money. It's not just about the money, it's the fact that you understand how to invest in real estate and how to make it work for them. So if you're going to own a shop, you're going to own something in future, or if you already do, start thinking in this like. So one of the things that you need to know about real estate, number one, it has to be about the location. Real estate is wonderful, it's a beautiful concept. Why I say location is because now you cannot go by, okay, let me use a typical example of what is going on now in our present time Nigeria. Now we have a lot of insurgencies and unrest going on in the country, and for some reason you tell somebody, oh, you want to start selling land in a certain place right now that is going through, that has history of insecurity in Nigeria. It will not exactly sell. And for you, the person who's investing in that project, I advise you not to until everything is secure. People actually like to trade in secure zones. So it's best if you can actually buy land somewhere that is secure and safe for your investment and even your investors. Yeah. So do not be careful where you're buying your land or your house and all that stuff. Security is number one. It's the first priority of anyone who's looking into investing. That is very important for you. Number two, it would have to be with the valuation of the property. Valuing a property, I'm not exactly throwing it out for people who do not exactly know the inside of property valuation and stuff. Get somebody, and I said a valuer. Exactly, get a valuer to value the property that you want to buy or sell, something like that. I think it will give you a clear knowledge of how that property, what that property is worth within that zone. Yeah, and in the time that you want to sell or buy it, something like that. Please try as much as you can to have knowledge about property valuation. It will help you as a person to not, number one, inflate your prices, number two, undervalue your property. So I think it's also important for agents as well. Make friends with valuers, because they're the ones that would show you what is actually the market rate for whatever property you want to sell, or you're trying to help your clients to buy, something like that. Yes, please try as much as you can to do that. And It comes hand in hand with surveyors. Please try and get a surveyor to actually know the size of your property and all that stuff. But if you have it on paper, that's absolutely fine. You don't really need to go through that stress again. So that's about it. So economic value. Economic value, that's number 3. The economic value of a place is very important. You need to make sure that you have you can understand the market enough to know that, okay, this place that I want to buy, this property or this land, this is what is projected in the next 3 to 5 years. So you don't just go put your money and then you don't make it back. It might make you lose your morale in investing in properties. What else? Yeah, legal and the legal stuff. Exactly. That is very important. It is very wise. It is wise for you to know how to do your due diligence. Exactly. Your due diligence is very important. It will help. It will save you a lot of problems. It will save you trouble. That is the most important part of acquiring a land or a house. Please, by all means, try and do your due diligence honestly. How you can, there are ways you can, in Abuja is well structured. You can actually go to the Aegis office to do Aegis, that's the Abuja geopolitical, what's it called, information system. Do the needful. Go to that place, check out the plots numbers and how to verify it. They would teach you a little bit of that, but in the next video I think I'm going to share about how to do the verification. So right now I'm not really going to go deep into it. Okay, the 5th one is your cash flow and investment strategy. Do not ever buy a land or house. If you're buying it for investment purpose, make sure that you have studied the cash flow and you also know how to strategize on how to make profit off of that place. That is why I would advise you to get a professional to help you out when it comes to these things. I'm not saying just hire any kind of agent. Hire an informed agent. Yeah. Or an assets valuer. They are the ones who would know certain locations, things about a lot of locations, because, well, I mean, they are informed in some type of way. If you're going to hire me to be your agent, I'm going to tell you what it is, what that place is, the projection of how that place is going to be in the next 5 years or 10 years, stuff like that. Because sometimes we don't really look at properties as investors. Yeah, we look at properties. There's a certain way a developer would view a site differently from how a person who just wants to buy, an investor, is looking at it. So if you have a developer friend, if you have an agent that knows what to do, how to do it, and understands the business, I think you should talk to them. They can teach you, they can show you how to go about these things. These are very important points. Please take note of them. If you have personal questions, you can just comment and I'll treat your question accordingly. Please, if you enjoy the contents coming from this this channel rather, do well to like, subscribe, and also put on your notification button to get notified on whenever we drop videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.